ADB Construction Company just got a contract from the local government in the state to build drainage and tar roads. The company, being a young company, had a shortage of equipment for such a big project they were planning to embark on. So, they sourced for equipment from other companies, but it is still not enough. They decided to rent the remaining equipment so that they can start work and achieve lots in little time. So they rented headpans, shovels, and some other equipment for the period of a week. What ADB company did is what is called rentals. And if they had rented the equipment for a longer period, like a year, it would not be rentals anymore, but lease. In simple terms, lease is a type of credit agreement wherein a party, that is the lessee, is allowed to make use of an item while making regular payments, rentals, to the owner, lessor. Just like we said earlier, leases are for a long period of time, while rentals are for a short time like a week, a year, or 2 years. Lease could be finance lease or operating lease. What do I mean by that? For instance, if ADB company is allowed by CBD Finance Company on a credit agreement to select equipment their company would like to lease. So, if ADB selects a concrete mixer, the finance company buys it and leases it out for ADB company to use for an agreed period while they pay rentals on it. In this case, the type of credit agreement between ADB company and CBD Finance Company is a finance lease. So a finance lease is such that the ownership of the assets will be transferred to the lessee after the expiration of the lease agreement. That means the concrete mixer can be given to ABD company to own after the agreed date. How about operating leases? Well, for operating lease, the lessee does not own the assets. For instance, if I rent a land to use for 10 years as my business office or workshop, and I'm paying a certain amount agreed by the lessor, by the end of the 10 years, the lessor will come get his or her asset back. What happened here is an operating lease, where I am only permitted to use the land for that agreed time, but not permitted to own it. Now, let us summarize all that has been said in today's class. We said that lease is a type of credit agreement where a party, lessee, is allowed to make use of an item while making regular payments, rentals, to the owner, the lessor. It can either be a finance lease or operating lease. We also said that lease and rentals are similar, but rental is short-term while lease is for a long period of time.